All right, guys, we are on day 6 of our 12 Days of Reindeer Games, and I'm so excited that you're here with me. Just a little reminder, make sure you stick around to the end because that's when you find out what prize you could potentially be winning when you put your name in the hat. Remember that you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. You have to also share with me what you saw the reindeers doing and answer the question of the video. If that sounds like something that you want to continue to do, keep watching anyway, because it's just great information that you can carry with you into 2023. So let's get started with today's video. We're talking about systems and processes and the value they bring to your business. My husband used to pick on me because I was a big systems creator when I first started my business, but now the laugh is on him because I make money helping people create systems in their business. Today I want to talk to you about my I.C.E. method, I.C.E. And this method is how we are going to apply your personal framework to create the plans that you need to achieve your goals. Now, inside my program, Project CEO, we talk about 3 different areas. Number 1, building a solid foundation for your business. Number 2, creating a strong infrastructure for your business. And number 3, a plan for growth. And we do all of this by applying who you are to your business. Listen, let's dive right into the I.C.E. method. And the very first letter is I, and that stands for inventory. You want to inventory things like, what do you know? Like, just get that down. You want to know, what do you want? You want to write that down as well. And then you also want to know, what are you going to share? So that's what you want to inventory. Next is the C, and that is to clarify. What do you need to clarify? You need to clarify, who do you want to share all this information with? You also want to clarify, what are those people looking for? And you want to clarify why they should come to you. Now, this is all important, and you've heard these things in different ways, but I think it's important for you to hear about how this I.C.E. method can work for you. And actually, I think the acronym I.C.E. is very helpful because, I mean, who doesn't love ice, right? I know I do. A nice cold water, absolutely. Now, inside my Project CEO program, we are going to be hitting each of these things inside your business. I mentioned before that you have 3 different areas. We are building a solid foundation, we're constructing a strong infrastructure, and we are also going to be helping you create a plan for success. But we're doing that by leveraging who you are. We are taking all of those things that you know about yourself and we're getting very clear on them and how they will help you create circumstances for optimal success in your business, help you lay out the framework for your brand so that you can begin to work on your business and not in your business. How wonderful would that be if you weren't frustrated, stressed, and overwhelmed all the time because you were constantly doing things that were outside of your zone of genius? This I.C.E. method is going to help you get very clear about what it is you're bringing to the table and who you want to sit at that table. Now, the last thing, the E, that's all about execution. What does that look like for you? What could derail you if you are trying to get this accomplished, this goal, achieve this thing? What are some possible things that will prevent you from executing it? How can you minimize those things? How can you mitigate that particular risk? Once you know what those things are that can derail you, how again can you overcome that? Let's say you can't mitigate the risk and it happened. What is your contingency plan? What are you going to do to get yourself out of that situation? It's very important that you know yourself and you understand, because here in the execution stage, there may be times when you hit a pitfall or when you have to pull yourself up. And then the next thing to execute is, let's say all goes well and wonderful is the day. How are you going to share this amazing value that you're bringing to the table to the people who are sitting at the table with you, to those people that you want to share your value with? How are you going to execute on that? It can't look like someone else. It could be similar, but I've told you before, we cannot imitate, we can interpret, which goes back to number 1, where you're inventorying who you are and what you're bringing to the table. That does it for today's video. So I have a question for you. I talked about something very important as it relates to my program. Number 1, what was the name of the program? If you know that, write that in the comments below. Also, if you remember what I said about that program, the 3 things, write that in the comments below. Don't forget, you have to be subscribed and you have to answer the question. Now let's head over to see what those crazy reindeer are going to be giving you today. Tell me in the comments what the reindeer did. You gotta tell me that too. What was the reindeer doing in the video?